Hi, please, how are you doing? Kindly leave a chat in the chat box so I know how you are doing. I'm waiting for my guest, Amelie, to join the live. So please, let's be patient. Voila. Yes, we are live. Please, it shouldn't fall a beg. Hi. Yeah, you see. You can see the likes, you can see the number of people on the live from the top there. Please, if you are live with us, kindly say something on the chat box so that we know you're here.
Visit me. Some people have come to visit me. I'm still aging. But look at me. Mommy
Really?
has to do it. Has
Today?
to do it. I mean, I'm locked in the room. I told anybody to just try and open the door. So,
Wow. Let's wait for people to join. The whole link thing, changing the link.
I tell you, changing the link. But some people texted me that they were already on the live.
Amelie, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
So I went back to WhatsApp to go and share the link. And I just saw
Okay.
somebody's shall we talk about that after the live? Oh, where's everybody? I'm sad because people were here before and they were telling me, is anything wrong with the live? Because the other link was not working.
Yeah.
Now, where are they?
Hmm. It's computer. Anyway, although that music at the back is not too much. Oh. Because when it's now that my neighbors want to throw parties, and I want to go live. Hey, I think it's better this way. Dun, dun, dun. Please, if you join the live, just drop a comment so we know you're right there. I'll tell you a big hello and thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining. Please leave a chat so that we know you are here. Okay, let's start. Let's start. Hmm. How are we going to start this? Let me do an introduction. So if you're watching this live after today, welcome to my channel. This is Intentionally Yole. I'm Yole Mukong and I'm the one running this channel. So on this channel, we talk about anything and everything that has to do with intentional living, be it as a mom, a career person, a dad, a preacher, a pastor, a child, you know, being intentional in any way. We talk about those things on this channel. And today I'm very excited because I believe that this life is like so God ordained. I've never even discussed it with you, Amelie, but I just realized that we didn't plan to have this conversation on Mother's Day.
At all.
I didn't even know it
I
was
didn't even know it was
Mother's Day
Mother's
or
Day.
anything. Yeah, we just planned and just like that. God ordained it to be on this day. So I believe that it's a conversation that God Himself has orchestrated and He needs, people to hear this. So I'm so glad that we're having the conversation today. And my guest on today's live session is no other person than Amelie, my goddaughter's mother. Ah! And I'm so excited to
Hi.
have you on the channel, Amelie. Like, she's a woman full of so much wisdom and depth. If you know her, like, you would know this. She doesn't talk much, but like, the one time Amelie's talking, like, so much wisdom. And I'm so excited because she's going to share all of that with you guys today. And she's a like all or nothing person. So she's not about to be too careful. She's going to say things as they are, and it's our prayer that you guys learn from our experiences, because I really believe that us having this live on Mother's Day that was not planned is definitely God's agenda, and He needs this message to be heard. So if you're on the live, kindly share the link with others and say hi on the chat so that we know you're here with us. Before we go into the questions, Amelie, please introduce yourself. Just tell us a little about yourself so we know who we are communicating with today.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Amelie. Uh, I'm a mom of one, of a toddler. She's like 2 years and a
Who
couple of
is
months. Yes,
my
and
goddaughter?
professionally, I'm into tech. I work in the tech sector as a product designer and a product manager. I now have a role as a product coordinator in this company called Blue Window. Yeah, so I'm a tech girl. I do a lot of things, anything tech, basically. I have my way around that. So that's that about me. I'm a tech girl and a mom of one, and I am in my mid 20s. Someone is
Wow.
getting old there. Yeah. So yeah, I work in nine
Hmm.
to five, like 9 to 5 p.m. Sometimes even 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. But yeah, that's that for me. What else do I do besides that?
You're a married woman.
Yeah, like the
Hey.
topic the topic of today is motherhood and career.
Talk
You
about,
have brought
yeah,
love.
give your husband
You
a
have brought
shout
love and
out.
faith.
Like,
All
you're a
right.
married
All right.
woman.
All
So that
right
people don't
now.
get confused on their life thinking that
No, no,
you are
no, no, no. Please, I
single.
belong to somebody. I belong to a man. Hmm?
Yeah,
I belong to a
so
man. I'm not available. Yeah, so
okay.
yeah.
Thank you for the introduction. Hi Joyce. Hi
Hi
Marlene. Hi
Marlene. Hi Joy.
Gracie.
Hi
Thank you
BC.
guys so much for joining the live today. So, Amelie, the first thing I'd like to ask you is, what were your expectations of motherhood? When we were much younger, we always had like dreams of being mothers, growing
Yeah.
up, being August wife, running a home. So, for you, what were your expectations about motherhood?
First of all, to be very honest, I was not the type to dream about motherhood or to dream about being a wife. I just wanted to live life and just be. And if I ever had a child, my thought was that kind of the child would be so dark. I was just going to be like me, but like very dark, and we're going to be on billboards, like this kind of mother daughter billboard kind of thing. I just knew that night it was going
Celebrity
to be
mother and
huge.
daughter.
Yeah, I just thought that was going to be like the whole experience just going to be beautiful. That just to be taking cute pictures together and sharing it like you have like a great bond. Like all our own just take pictures. And like, I had all these I thought like sorry. I thought like all these baby brands would just contact me and just say that, oh my god, your baby is the cutest baby ever. Let's shoot your baby, let's be your baby model for us. Like literally that's what me I thought that motherhood was going to look like, not the reality.
Not the reality.
Not the reality. Oh my god, please sorry, let me clear my throat.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
So yeah, so I really thought everything was going to be rosy and just soft. I nobody, like, I don't even know. I mean, it's not as if I'm the first pregnant person I know, but I never knew about the struggles that were behind it. I just knew it was beautiful. Like, you know how even on ads they really make it beautiful, like the mother just there holding the
Yeah.
baby, like it's just the cuddles. I just knew that now as you have a baby, it's cuddles, so like cuddles and love, like the baby will kissing you all the
Wow.
time, and that's just all I thought. My expectations were really out
Wow.
of this planet. Like, only AI cannot generate my own expectation of motherhood. But motherhood
Hmm.
expectations were out of this world. I really thought it was going to be. And if I'm not spoiling for you people, actually, my expectations were just very high. And you'll say that it's not, but it's just very high.
Wow. I mean, I must say that your motherhood expectations are interesting. Like, they were interesting because how did you not think about other things? It's amazing how you were thinking about doing baby photo shoots, cuddling, taking cute
Fashion.
pictures.
Yeah, I thought that this
Wow.
motherhood thing was just to be just taking cute
To be
pictures and
cute with
posting
your
it. Let,
child.
let me be honest. I'm not even going to say any other thing. That's the honest thing that just came to mind. That's that. That's
Wow.
what my expectations were.
Anyways, I just want you guys to know that my goddaughter is actually very, very cute. Like, I'm obsessed with how cute she is. And she's really billboard worthy. It's just that, I mean, these expectations. Anyways, so
Hmm.
now that those were your expectations of motherhood, clearly you didn't meet, you've not met your expectations, right? So
At
what are the
all.
realities of it for you? Like, what is motherhood? Like, you've been a mother for 2 years plus now.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to ask you what does motherhood entail, what are you going to say? What's going to be your response to that?
Hmm. Motherhood, I think motherhood is personal, is crafted differently for everybody. So
Mm-hmm.
I will not take somebody's definition of motherhood to be generalized. Like anybody listening to me right now is my own take. Okay, you can have everybody is destined to have their own experiences of motherhood. So my expectations, or what's that? My reality as a mother. I can't just go right back to the time of even pregnancy. Like the way pregnancy is glamorized or people are craving for it. I was that kind of god. Like if you put me in anybody's shoulder is really I don't think I would crave for it like that. Because the what you have to go through, I mean the end is beautiful, but the going through it is
The
very hard.
process of
Yeah, the
pregnancy.
process is very hard. So it's something that changes you forever. Like not even trying to be cliche or saying that. But now
Mm-hmm.
the slightest thing of that kind of God, please help this person. Like I'm sure the person is going through a lot. Like it's I think motherhood has one thing motherhood has made me is very empathetic, very I cannot even
Amelie, we can't hear you clearly.
really please I just hope maybe it's my mic. Maybe let me speak louder.
Yeah.
Okay, please let me speak louder. I think it's my phone that has a problem. So yeah, so being a mother is quite I don't know, it's a mixture of emotions, sha. But one thing that being a mother has taught me is a lot of transformations going to happen or just allow yourself to go through the process. Being a mother is like being a mother, you're forming yourself to be a guide for another human being.
Hmm.
Because you're not just being a mother, you're not just yourself. Like you're forming yourself now to train the one that you brought to go through life
Wow.
to fulfill whatever purpose God has given them to do. So you
That's a
think that you
heavy
never used to like Bible.
responsibility.
You think that you don't like reading Bible. As a mother or mother will teach you that you must read the Bible. It's not as if a bad situation will happen to you, but you find yourself reading your Bible. You find yourself talking to God. You'll find yourself even researching things that what was your concern before. So like you start researching what are all the fields of life. Like you're just very curious again about life because you are trying to groom somebody to walk this
Wow.
path. So yeah, so that's what motherhood is for me. Motherhood is an endless journey of rebuilding and learning and moving forward. Both bad,
Wow.
both good, but good.
So what you said about you are now living life not just for yourself, but you are living life in such a way that you can be in a good position to raise another person to live her own life in the way that God has also destined for her to live. And that is a very huge responsibility.
Yeah,
It's a very
very.
huge responsibility. And I just want to ask, what are some of those things that you have changed about yourself, or those things that you saw that you needed to fix so that you will be in a better position to be a good mom for your child?
Hmm. What have been changed? I told you that these changes are not even consciously, but I just find myself doing them. Like having a proper relationship with God. I was not having a proper relationship with God so that I could raise my daughter, but I just found myself in that space where
Mm-hmm.
it's very important now. Like it looks like it's now or never. It looks like it's a now or
Hmm.
never situation. I mean, it's not the first time I hear about God or what He has done, what He's doing, but now it just looks like it's a now or never situation. And like you say, when there's this thing that people always say that when God sends you, there's the grace available for that task He has given you
Yeah,
to
where
do.
God guides
And
you
I feel like that's
direct.
the thing here. That's the thing here because even the prayers will come now easily, not always easily, but I mean, you understand. Even the urge to read the Bible, the urge to pray, the urge to do this, the urge to be more like to listen more to my intuition. Like sometimes I'll know that my daughter is really sick before she actually falls sick,
Teaches to, yeah.
like before, like some kind of things like that, some, yeah. So I think that most, like one thing I can remember is being a mom, is that is having a good relationship with God first. That's one thing that really happened. And my skills, like having to maybe juggle a lot of things at the same time.
Yeah,
Yes, I think those are the
multitasking.
two things, those are the two, but the main thing that is hitting me that I remember now is God. It
Okay.
is God, because I cannot really think of any other. All I know is that is God. That's all.
Wow. So from everything that you've said, some key pointers I'll take out is that number one, you had to subconsciously, you just desired a more intimate relationship with God. And I would say that it's probably because you realize that what you were in now as a mother you couldn't handle, and you just needed a greater force, a greater authority to submit to
Yeah.
help you maneuver the whole motherhood
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
And then you also say you became more empathetic. You started feeling things a bit
Yes.
more passionate, more sympathetic, more empathetic. So when you now see people like suffering or going through difficult situations, you feel bad for them and you sympathize with them more. And then the last thing that I took out was that you became more discerning. So
Yeah.
it's like your senses now are sharp because you're like trying to be aware, oh, what is going on with my daughter? What is going on here?
Yeah.
I hear that mothers are very like they're actually very sharp. It's like you're always trying to make sure that everywhere around you is safe for your child. She's in the right place. She's with the right people, and things like that. I even heard, I've seen like this quote on social media that having a child is like having a part of your heart literally walking around out of you. It's like
Looking around.
that kind of experience. And I can only imagine how that would feel like. Of course, I'm looking forward to having that feeling, and I know a lot of us on this life
God will
who are not yet
bless all of you
mothers
people listening to this.
are looking forward to
I
having
can't
that
share. I can't have
feeling
this
of
feeling alone. All of you
motherhood.
people will have that.
Amen. Amen. So now what was it like seeing your child grow? You said she's 2 years now.
Yeah.
So how was it like, having her as a baby? Like what was the experience? Even having your child in your arms for the first time. Gosh.
Oh my God. The thing is that I did not even realize that. it was very strange. I mean, maybe because of my birth story or how I had the baby. Because
Mm-hmm.
if anybody in the chat does not or on the live does not know, I had a C-section. So but I never hoping
Okay.
to have a C-section. I knew, like I told you, my physicians were out of this world. I don't know what plan was existing. I just knew that I was working in the hospital, getting there, and tada, I'm out.
Just
I had a
push. They will say
baby.
push two times,
Exactly,
push, and
exactly.
then baby's
After
out.
now, I find myself spending over 14 hours in the hospital. In the
Hmm.
home. I understand. But anyways, it was very strange. I was really exhausted by the time I was rushed to the emergency room for my C-section. I was that kind of, what, God, just do whatever you want to do at this point. I'm tired.
Hmm.
And the pain is too much. Why would I be going? See, I'm tired. Do whatever. I want to just leave this place. I was just lying me down there. I had people like anesthetic beside me, trying to just keep me calm, not for my heart beat, not to go up or anything. Then after just saying, hey, madam, this is your baby. You have a very beautiful daughter. I'm not kind of wow. They didn't even allow me to touch her then. I just saw how the nurse was taking her. I was like, oh, wow. So that's all. And it was very fast. Most situations very fast. It's just that and it's done. I was like, that's all. Hey, hey, hey. So this child that was kicking in her stomach, she's here.
Yeah, now.
But the thing is that they took her now away from me, so I did not see her like for after around an hour or two after she was born. I was just very anxious. That kind of, oh my god, let me see what she look like. She look like me. Is she fair? Is she dark? What does she look like? Does she have dimples? Is she smiling? Is she dark? Is she fair? I was just excited to meet her. So when I finally
Hmm.
met her, oh my goodness, I was that kind of, this cannot be mine. Ah, like, where's the camera? Is it a prank? Like, this cannot be mine. And I think that I was just on the operation, so I could not even carry her. It was just beautiful seeing her. It was very, oh wow. It was very beautiful then because she was still very quiet. She was not making any noise. She was not crying too much. She was just very peaceful. And immediately she just saw me. I don't know. I felt that it's just something. Especially when they had to place her there on my skin. Oh my god, it's just something that I just started feeling. And that
Oh.
particular bed, like putting the bed chair on your body, my doctor was telling me that the more I do that, the more I will heal. I was like, no, really?
Okay.
Like for me to recover, that was like my number one thing to recover from my operation. I always had to put it on my body. If I'm feeling any pain, I'll just put her. And it was like magic. If I'm feeling any pain, it will disappear.
Wow.
So it was very beautiful. I was excited. The whole night I did not sleep. I was just watching. Like every minute I was like kind of, is she crying? Is she hungry? Is she eating? Ah,
Oh.
is she eating? Is she happy? Is she okay? Like is what okay for her? Like are we changing room? Is this room too bright? Is it too dark? Like I was asking 1001 questions, and it was very beautiful. The first time it was beautiful until she started becoming a human being. That is sleepless night crying for food, waking up after every two minutes. Ah, waking up
I
after every
know,
2 minutes. Waking
right?
up after,
I
like
mean,
me,
the
I was getting
kid
a lot of
says
sleep. Oh.
that.
Imagine having to wake up every 2 minutes because somebody is hungry. Ha.
Oh.
Is that one like that traumatized me? Ah, the fact that she could not
You're
sleep
saying
throughout
the
the night.
story with so much passion, and you're smiling so hard. And Kit is saying that the way Amidi is smiling, it makes me imagine how beautiful the experience is.
Ah,
I know, right? You're saying it with
no,
so
that one
much
was beautiful. The thing is, I will
like
start frowning very soon. Even she
emotions,
just
like
hold on. I'm reaching to the part where I'll frown because I was not sleeping well. And not sleeping well affected every other area of my life. Thank God that
hmm,
where I was work back then, I had a 3 months maternity leave, which I ended up having 4 months because I had a very nice manager back then. So so that time I wasn't even worried about work. Like what is work? Like my head left work a long time ago. So I was just mostly taking care of, I was not sleeping. And not sleeping was making me very tired and making me have a very bad mood or character around
hmm,
like for the people around me, they were, I just thank God that for the people around me, like my mom, Bine, like they just understood. Like they were not even expecting much from me that time. Just wanted me to do what I could do. So those times were, I mean, the transition. Like in fact, then I wanted to tell me that this child would change every month. I was not believing, but every month or every week, every day is a new person you're meeting. If they say one week she was not sleeping throughout the night, the next week she'll start sleeping throughout the night. Or in
Mm.
fact, there's always something I feel like from the time she was born, newborn to 2 years, the events are unique. Each day, the events are unique. One day she's breastfeeding, the next day she's not. The next day she wants a bottle. The next day she's not breastfeeding. The next day she's breastfeeding. Like it's not a smooth path that you said, okay. By the time you want to get used to the sleepless night, she'll start sleeping, and it's you that will stay up watching Netflix while your child is sleeping. So that's that. So all through, I think I see there's really nothing to complain about. I'm looking for the bad side of it to complain. But with time you I don't know, time heals, that's all I can say. With time you just forget all of that. But there was a sleepless night, there was uh being picky with food, not wanting to do certain kind of things, being clingy to mommy only, like refusing every other person, only mommy. But now
Mm-hmm.
she's more independent. Now she does not really have my time that much. So all above was a beautiful story, Sha. If I was to get into the
Aww.
details, this life will exceed the planned time. So yeah. Above all, like I said, every week has its own thing, every month has its own thing, every milestone has its own challenges. Because as soon as
Mm-hmm.
her teeth start coming out, okay, she will have a fever, temperature, this, that. So I think every phase has its own challenges, but it's not something that you bear in your heart and you bear a grudge on your child and say that I did not sleep because of you. Like literally, I will not even
Mm.
remember. I don't even remember until I have to say this story. That I remember that there's some time that I was not sleeping. There's a time that I
Yeah.
was angry. There's a time that I was crying. But yeah,
Wow. Honestly, you make it feel so beautiful. I'm not even gonna
it's
like,
beautiful.
not gonna lie. You make it feel so beautiful. I remember there was a time when you were so scared to even touch her. You're like, gosh, Yele, she's so small, like she's so
Ah,
tiny. And then looking at
so
how
tiny.
now giving me just every day on video calls, trying to sing songs and just being her own person is amazing to see. Like she has
Yeah.
grown so wonderfully, and honestly, you've done a good job. Like, let me just say it here that you have done an amazing job raising my goddaughter so far. And kudos to you, especially on this day that we are celebrating mothers. Like, well done to you. Well done to all the mothers on this live. In short,
Thank you,
well done to
Sha.
the future mothers on this live because, let's say your congratulations in advance because I trust that you're going to do an amazing job as mothers. Onella is asking a question that I was just about to ask. Since we are like doing the whole journey from pregnancy to giving birth and
Yeah.
everything, we hear a lot of stories about, postpartum depression, postpartum experiences. Some people have like really good, that's like on a more personal level now, not in relation to the child or, but like personally, how does it feel? What does it take away from you? How, for you, how did it feel like for you?
Hmm. Postpartum, God. The thing is that you see this whole pregnancy and birthing, I think that's a part that when I think about it now, I said, no, God, you know what? Give me, go and bless that woman
Bless
that's
the
waiting for
next
you for how
woman.
many years. That go and bless that woman, go and bless that family. See, me now, please just give me again another time. Like that's the part. Because that part, God, I don't have words to explain that particular part. Hmm. That part was, I don't know, postpartum was very horrible. And the thing is that people think that postpartum lasts only like 6 months, six
6 weeks,
weeks.
6 months,
I feel
yeah.
like I started feeling like myself, like Amelie. I started feeling like myself just when age turned 2 years.
Wow.
Or somewhere closer, her getting to her 2 years old. That I finally felt free from that burden.
Hmm.
Because postpartum, I don't even know if it's a mind game. Like literally, I don't know. Recently, I was watching a video where they're telling the woman was explaining that this postpartum thing. Like God cannot bless you with something as beautiful as a baby or as a new
Mm-hmm.
generation, a new everything, and makes your mind like that or
So messed
disrupt
up,
your whole life
yeah.
like that. Can only be the devil try to disrupt your that moment. And see, I cannot agree anymore because you sometimes you carry a child, the child will be crying, and I just feel like slapping the child. Like, oh, stop crying.
Hmm.
But when on a normal day, you will not feel like slapping a baby. Why is that this particular moment? Because the child is not making yeah, yeah, you want to beat. Sometimes I mean, I'm sure that most people have heard that women, some women maybe when they're just they don't want to even see the child, they don't want to get
Yeah.
any because feel like harming the child. I just feel like that's the devil trying to die. The devil messing up the man because at that time you're very vulnerable. At that time you're very vulnerable. Like you're literally learning everything again. Like even from your body internally, like your hormones are all over the place. Everything about you is re-educating.
Hmm. La La Land perspective of motherhood. Hmm.
You're having like it's just a lot. There's a lot. You're not sleeping well, and so someone that need that C-section, I had so much pain. I think I was trying to be strong woman throughout my after my
Hmm.
after my C-section. So they'll tell me not to lift something. I'll go and lift just to show that I know I'm recovering very fast. I want to be like these women that
Mm-hmm. Trying to prove
just
a
give birth
point,
now.
like,
Yeah, just give birth now. The next day they're already at work, they're in the gym, that I wanted to do all those things. My
hmm.
scar opens back. They need to rush me
Oh,
to hospital to close it. So there was
oh,
just a lot happening. Like there's a point that I'll see my child crying, I cannot carry her. And me too, I'll start crying because I cannot carry her. Like anything was just annoying me.
hmm.
Like, my child cannot eat, I'm crying. Like I'll cry more than her. See, I just thank God for my parents that during the 3 months I was with them. So it was my mom that was handling most of these things for me. Like literally all I had to do was just bring AG to me when I had to feed her, and that's all. They'll try and give me some time to rest, trying to recover. Alone, I don't know what I've done alone. I don't know. I don't know. So my mom was very hard. Like I'll cry. Like everything was just irritating. I felt like life there was nothing like
Hmm.
life again outside of being a mother. I would look at AJ, I'm that kind of, oh my god, why are you so annoying? Everybody saying that you're cute. Are you even cute? Like you're annoying,
Hmm.
like you're crying too much. You don't have to eat. Other people's children are eating. Other people's children are fat. What's your own? What? Like a lot of negative. And I think about it now. That kind of the devil almost had me on this one. The time when I got this
Mm-hmm.
merciful God, it was really keeping me from doing any silly thing at that time.
Oh.
So it was very hard. It was very hard, especially for those around me that had to maybe take care of me or had to, because I was very rude to them. I was not even to my mom. I was just tell her, "Beg, just come and take her." Or I'll just like I was not very soft. I was not very soft to people around me. I was very harsh. Also now I have to apologize to all of them because I cannot believe that they had to go through that. But thank God for mothers that she understands
Hmm.
how it is. So she was really to them that it's okay, that it's part of the process. Then just rest. Let me rest. But when I rest, no. I feel like if I rest, I'm a bad mom. Like was my child crying and I'm sleeping.
Wow.
Was my child crying and it's my mother that is carrying her? That's my mother. Is this my mother that gave birth to her? Or some kind of things,
Hmm.
bad things all just flooding my head. So my own postpartum story was not a beautiful one. I can't recall all of this because I said when God wants to remove you from somewhere, he removes you completely.
It takes
I
away
can't
the
really
memories.
remember. I can't remember exactly the horror. It was very bad. That's what I could tell you. It was very bad, and I don't feel like myself. Like I said, just recently, that I'm like feeling like okay, there's life to live. I can actually set goals and actually achieve them again. Like my life is
Hmm.
not over. I'm not this person. Yes, I don't have to hate myself or hate anybody for being in this situation. Like let them not think that okay, if I did not have her, my life would have been better. That's a lie.
Hmm.
So all these things like that, I just feel like it's really God has
Wow.
delivered me. But that's perspectives of the devil, oh, please. So all people and everybody, I mean, that time I'm not saying that I'm not be that this kind of person that blame everything on somebody, but just hold God tight. As you are going through it, just hold God tight. And that's why in my case I was not even doing that because even up with the ghost I was angry. Like why did you not give me a beautiful birth experience? What did I have to suffer?
Hmm.
Why is my mind
Hmm.
messed up? Why was I so I was really not just in that space with him. But thank God that he's still a merciful God. That even though I could not come to him, he met me in my place of need and
Hmm.
he walked me through. Because now when I'm looking at it now, I understand. So I really want to thank God for that. So, but general, my own perspective, mm, mm, that's why I don't know.
Wow.
It was not good. It was not a good one. It was not a good experience.
You've
It's too
said
much.
so much. Like, there's so much to take from what you have just said. Like, there's so much to take from what you just said. And first of all, I want to thank you for, sharing your postpartum experience without holding anything back, and just giving other people the opportunity to know that this is real.
Yeah,
Like, this is a real thing going on here, and you should not focus on it. It's a distraction from the enemy. Give people around you grace, give yourself grace. And one thing that stood out for me was you said a lot of things that um spoke of comparison. You started to compare your experience with that of
the other
others.
women.
Like, so God, why did my own story have to go this way? People go and give birth and they are out in 30 minutes. Why did I have to go through all that long labor process and then end up having a CS? And the CS recovery is obviously different from a normal vaginal birth, right? So
Yeah,
you're going through that pain, and then you're trying to prove a point like, I'm a mother, I can take care of my child. I don't need you. Like, I can carry my own child, even though you were not in a position to do all of those things. And he had to send you back to the hospital to go and redo your stitch. That's a lot. That's a lot. Wow. Wow.
it's
Like, I
crazy.
must commend you. Honestly, we need to. I know that whenever we raise the conversation of what do men do, what do women do, and these are conversations that, to me, we should just kill them. We should stop always asking what does a man do, what does a woman do, because we are all just called to do different things. Like, we are just called for different things. And
Yeah,
I really want us to appreciate women, not in comparison to what a
yeah,
man
to
can
men
do and
do.
what he cannot do, but just for what the women do. Just for what they
Yeah,
do.
yeah, I feel like that's true because you see what I was going through. I tell you exactly how my man at that time was supposed to enter my life and fix everything.
Hmm.
Like there's no magic he could do. Like he did the bed, like what he had to do, like the physical. But what was broken definitely was not physically, it was in my mind. Or it was like something my body had to recover from. Like how do you expect a man now? How do you want to compare now a man's role and a woman's role inside this particular
Hmm.
yeah, gender roles, I don't feel like it's something that we should discuss. Everybody has a role to play. Like maybe that's how he maybe looking for investment, looking for things. Or maybe I might not really understand as deep what he's doing. But this
You might never really
said what I was going
understand.
through. They don't understand. They will not understand. They will not
Yeah.
understand. They will not understand.
Wow. No, we
They will not understand.
celebrate you. We celebrate mothers.
Thank you, thank you,
Like,
thank you
I
very
really
much.
thank God that we had to have this life on this day that we planned, just to honor
It
mothers
wasn't
and to
planned at
celebrate
all.
that journey. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a God thing, and I am just
Mm,
like, thank you, Jesus, for that. You know, thank you, Jesus, for that. I was going to ask about how, having a relationship with God has helped you walk through the whole pregnancy journey, and, the raising up your child and everything. I know you've mentioned bits and pieces of,
yeah.
you've become closer to God, and it's helping you grow in your faith. It just makes you a better person and puts you in a better place to be able to raise your child and everything. So I was just wondering how, like, is there anything, a particular thing that has stood out for you? Like, because I have God in my life, this has happened and this is working. Just to encourage other people, like, if you have God, be sure that this is going to happen and this will be fine.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, that some things that particular time, me and God, I was telling him that, just be the. I mean, I'm grateful for I'm alive. I'm grateful for everything. Well, I'm not asking for anything again. You care, you protect me. You care, you don't protect me. Like, I don't even know what I was thinking. And I tell you, it was that
Wow.
bad. See, now this God is really a good God, because how is someone say that to you and you're still loving the
And
person?
you're still there with them.
Yeah, my own pregnancy story. I even right from hospital, I wasn't even over praying like that. Like, I was just doing the bare minimum,
Hmm.
because all the time, like, I see my hormones were all over the place. I will be shouting
Hmm.
at people, even that I'll go to supermarket, I'll shout at people, I'll be crying. I had this particular experience where I went to Super U, and after my hospital checkup, I wanted to buy a burger. I was very hungry.
Yeah, I
Just
remember
the fact
this
that they
story.
took time to give me the burger, I started crying. Up to today, when I go to the Super U, people, they're always laughing at me. That, so me that, so I can be serious like that. That I cried that day like a child. I called the manager. That kind of a, they should shut down this place. God.
Hmm.
So throughout
So
that time,
now,
how did God, how my
mhm.
relationship with God really help this is, see now, when God sends you somewhere now, there's grace available. He has provided. It doesn't even need your effort. Just show up. As long as you're alive and you're
Hmm.
living through that moment, it's not by your might that you're living. It's not
Yes.
by your understanding self that you're living. You're just going, just go. That's the only thing you have to do. Just go. Just continue. As you wake up, continue to choose to move forward. That's all
Mm-hmm.
in that process that's required, because that's the only thing I did, basically. Because remember,
Okay.
when I just found out I was pregnant, I just told God that, you know what, please, this thing like that is new to me, and it's not something I ever fancied. It's not something I ever prayed for.
Mm-hmm.
But you have given me, you know why? You just walk me through
Hmm.
this thing. Walk me through it, though. That's all I can tell you. Just walk me through this thing. Even the days that I'll not come back to you, just know that all I need you to do for me is to walk me through this. And that's how I got myself up to this level. That's why I got
Hmm.
myself up to this level. To have now a deeper understanding of what he was even telling me before when I was pregnant. Now that some things are making sense, or
Since.
certain patterns are making sense now, and I can only just be grateful. Like, see,
Hmm.
this God is alive. He's watching. Hmm. People would think that the fact that he's not answering or not doing these life changing miracles instantly is not working. He's working. Is it now that I'm seeing that this man has been working? Even when I was
Hmm.
not aware, even when I resented him, he was working. It's that kind of a, you don't know what I'm doing, just keep calm, I'm taking you somewhere. And I've gotten to a place where I
Hmm.
actually understand that he is taking me somewhere with all what he's doing. Because I never prayed, I never craved for it. But he knew I needed this. Even if my story, even now I don't know why I needed it, but there's a reason I needed this. I'll see how relationship with God help this is that God is watching. He sees each and every one of us. Like, those tears, because I cried a lot when I was pregnant, or if I had my baby, I cried a lot. Like, sometimes I will not be anything to say, I'll just be crying. That's why I'm crying. I cannot tell you why, but I'll be crying. I feel like he understands everything, and he always, like, I don't know, he will show up. He's such a loving dad. He'll show up. He'll show up and he'll erase those memories. Like, he'll make those things beautiful for you. Yeah. I'm not
Wow.
talk too long.
Oh no, thank you so much for everything you're saying. And one thing that you also mentioned that has stood out for me is the fact that you had supportive people and understanding people in your life that were with you throughout that process. And I think
Yeah.
it's a message that we should actually send out there. Like, you might not be a woman on this life. You could be a guy, and then one day you have a sister, a wife, or somebody who is going through this process. I think it's also important that those around
Yeah. I
women who
always
are
reach out.
going through pregnancy and childbirth and even raising of children always just bear with them and try to be
If
as
they say they
supportive
don't
as you
need help,
can.
or they do, please help. In fact, don't even ask. Any way that you can see you can help, just help.
Just help.
If it's just buying them, you know that okay, every day they go and buy groceries. Just buy it for them one time. Because if you ask somebody
Mm,
like a pregnant woman or somebody to say, can I help you? They will just say nothing, no, I'm fine. Just help.
mm.
Just help. Not just the baby, help the mother too.
Aw.
The baby is
That's
always fine.
that's
Help the mother.
true.
Sometimes the
Everybody's
mother
always
that needs
trying
the help.
to look after the baby, but what about the mother? That's true.
Yeah, it's always the babies. Even when the people come and visit you with gifts, you have diaper. I can see one.
Hmm. What about me? Hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have people that will just come maybe and tell me that okay, they're spending the night with me, that I can rest while
Wow.
they carry the baby. Like thank God for people. Like me that is like to
Wow.
say that oh I can do everything on my own. Things I'm really grateful for people, friends, family, even strangers. Because
Hmm.
see, even this bird like that, there's a guy that my mother usually buys from him in the market. That man left his shop and came to see me and brought me food. That kind of a he made this achu for me, and this is what I should
Wow.
keep in the freezer. This is what I should eat now. Like even strangers will come when see when I say God is a good person. Just leave it. Even strangers were coming to help because I knew that on my own I could not. Even strangers. So always help women around you, pregnant
That's
mothers.
really
Doesn't matter.
nice.
Don't depend. Even the age does not matter. Oh. They will say, "I know you're an old mother now. You're figuring it out." I bet you, it's a different story at every milestone, at every phase, a different story. So even the old mother that's an 8-year-old or a teenager, she needs help. She needs help in one way or the other.
Wow. Hmm. I have to come back and rewatch the live because you're saying too much and I'm not writing. I need like you're actually saying so much that is important. And I really pray that we're all listening, taking notes, and not just the women who plan on giving, like who are going to give birth, but even women who are going to be in other women's lives and be with them through
Yeah.
this process. Like husbands too, because they need to know that it's not
It's
all about
once
the baby.
see
Like the wife needs the
understand. You
attention
need to
too.
understand. It's not some
Wow.
men too think that it's easy like the recovery or everything because they see some people online just they give birth today the next second you're seeing them jumping on status going on like
Hmm.
you're seeing them going for outings going for trips ah make sure you have the same institution for your wife that your mates are there having fun why are you always nagging why are you complaining why are you sad cheer up.
Hmm.
It's not as easier. It's not easier. It's not easy said than it's easier said than done. Yeah, easier said than done. So just be
And
patient. If
everybody's
you know
journey is
anybody,
different.
be patient. Man, if you have a pregnant woman or your wife just gave birth, calm down. Hmm? Before you want to answer anyhow, breathe, breathe,
Hmm.
breathe.
Wow. Hmm. We have Marlene said something that really stood out for me. I think it was very phenomenal. She said, when a child is born, a mother is born
Mm,
too. And I was like,
definitely.
this is really deep. Like it's like
Because this version of
a
me
new
never
you
existed.
is being yeah, and that's really something that we should know and
True.
expect. Like when you're
Yeah.
going to motherhood, you're about to give, but know that everything changes. Even you, there's a
Even
new
you,
birth for
everything
you
about
as
you will
well.
change. Even your clothes.
Yeah. So how was the winning process like for you? Because you've spoken a lot
It's a
about
question that you are
when
not
the baby
answering.
was
How do
which
you manage
one?
recovery alongside with your work experience?
I want to finish this, then we go to work. So that when we start the
Then we'll
work,
go
we're
to that.
just
Okay,
going
we'll go
to
to the work
yeah,
life.
yeah.
Okay.
That's why I skipped that one.
Okay.
So how was
All
like
right.
the
All right.
winning process? Like you've spoken a lot about when the baby was just born, the like immediate months and years after everything. But then
Yeah.
now we know that things are different because you said she's now like having her own personality, she's doing her own thing. Like she's not even here. I'm surprised. Because normal
See,
AG
I've
baby, she was
closed
like
my door. I've
she's
locked AG
very
outside.
clingy. Uh-huh. So you see that she's now like a big girl doing her own thing. You can even send her to go and
Yeah.
bring bottle of water for you. She'll go and bring it. You
Ah.
can send her on small, small errands.
See, I
So
finally
how
have
was
my
the
remote.
whole winning
I have
process?
my remote bearing child. She can go and bring me
Mm,
remote.
you see? So how was that whole process like from having that little baby that was like crying, naughty and everything, and then having this grown baby? How was the process like?
When I look at her today, I'm not kind of where is the little baby in you? I cannot see you anymore. I'm seeing a big child that will tell me, no, mommy. Like, where is the little
Say
individual that
no,
was just lying on
mommy.
the bed like this and sleeping? Like, the whole day she will just be like this, lying on her back and sleeping. Oh, this is you now. You're telling me, no, mommy. Like, how? How dare you, literally? So, it's I don't know. Like, the thing that they will change in front of you, but it's as if it's a new person they brought into your house as well. Because sometimes I'm that
Hmm.
kind of I'm looking that maybe I still have a baby somewhere. Because where like how did this big one enter here? Looks like there was a swapping. Like you don't see because how do you live from your bones being soft? Like me to hold you, they say that if I don't hold you well, I'll break your
Your
neck.
neck. Yes.
But now you're standing, you're walking.
Hmm.
Like how? Sometimes it just feels like memory. Maybe sometimes like a memory loss. Like maybe something happened or I was not there then I appeared again or something. I don't know if this winning is concerning food or breastfeeding or whatever. But I know they always win people
Okay. They're winning
from from breastfeeding and
from
everything.
breastfeeding
If
to
it's
like
breastfeeding,
normal food.
if it's breastfeeding
Okay.
winning, AG was addicted to breast milk for the first. When I was in the house, then all of a sudden, around 5 months, we just received more 5 months, and she just was not interested. Or 4 months, she was not interested anymore. So I not win her, like I not
So it
force her
was
that kind of like you
easier.
need to leave me, you need to leave me.
Mm-hmm.
She left on her own. Like you put breast in her mouth, she'll bite, she'll push
Oh,
it,
okay.
she'll slap you, she'll cry. She's no wonder at all at all. But at the same time, ages like she will not want the bottle. She refused breast milk, she don't want bottle. Like she had difficulty sucking from the bottle. See, I will
Okay.
spend so much money buying feeding bottles. People ask me how is your money goes to? My money goes on buying feeding bottles. I bought all brand. I was like, order a particular brand from America because people were telling them no. I read reviews online that children will like that one. I spent almost 100K buying bottles. Who would have thought? People were telling me that bottles cost 1K,
Hmm.
2K. I bought bottles for 100K. And she still did not take or she still did not drink from it. Say now this is your motherhood journey. I don't hear somebody or do it. Like there's no particular
Just
roadmap for
let
you to
God take
drink.
you through it.
Because she don't like the bottle. She preferred like maybe mixing food in a bowl and giving her. So that's what she started. She was not addicted to cereal and phosphatine.
And those other things.
Yeah, all these cereals she was addicted to them, but not solid food. Now to move to solid food, AG now will be choosing when she wants to eat. And she prefers plain rice with oil. They just make rice. Fry empty plantain and give her yes. Put egg there, no, she's not eating. Empty
Hmm.
spaghetti, yes. Spaghetti with sauce, nope, you are not eating. If you mixed it, oh my god, you are not smart. She saw it, she will not eat it.
You eat it.
Like you eat it. If you mix it thinking I know if I mix it, she will not notice. She has noticed it already, please. She will not eat it. So auntie boo is
Wow.
a phase. It's a phase. This is me now. I'm sure that I was like that to my mother, but this is me. I eat everything now. Or it's me. I want to eat vegetables now because I want to be healthy. So I feel like it's a
Hmm.
phase. I'll not get mad at it or that kind of oh my god, my child not eating or no. She will get over it. I give her what's that? She's how many years old? I give her some time. Maybe by the next 2 months, I'll come and give you feedback how she's eating everything. So I can't worry about
Wow.
that.
So it has been amazing getting to know Amelie the mom, Amelie the mother. Let's talk a bit about
Okay.
the tech girl, the career
Okay.
woman, the 9 to 5 woman. And one thing I know about
Yeah.
you is that you are so passionate about your work. So
Mm-hmm.
passionate about your work, and you are also so good at it, right? So
Yeah.
how did it feel like having to stay away from work for that long? Because I'm sure you didn't expect to stay away for that long because you weren't anticipating a CS, right? So when like
Yes.
things took a different turn and you realized that oh, I have to be at home for a longer period, how did you feel like staying away from home? Did you feel like, oh, maybe if I stay away for too long, I will lose my relevance? Did you feel like people are going to make comments like, oh, this is a woman, and women are doing their thing, they've given birth, they've left their work again for us to do? How did you feel like?
Hmm. Like yeah, like I told you, I knew that okay, I'll get back to work as soon as possible. Like what's 3 months? Too long. Like 1 month I'll be back. I ain't just wait tomorrow, I'll be back. This is me, I was been begging for
Mm-hmm.
extra time. I was actually negotiating for extra time. So I stayed out of the office. I left 1 month before I gave birth. I stayed for 3 months again. 3 months and a half
Mm.
safe. Because I didn't want to go back finally. But I just had to. So I really just thank God for being in that company back then. That it was not very, I was not pressured to come back. Until when my manager was like, are you sure, are you okay? Do you want to come back? Are you, you know? It was still fine with me not being away for that time. So there was no pressure. Even when I came back, I never had a lot of pressure on myself to
Okay.
maybe deliver or to do anything, or I never had a lot of pressure. It was more, are you okay? Like, first of all, talking about resuming work. When I resumed, AG was like, she only wanted breast milk back then when I resumed. So I used to leave my office to work every 12 p.m. to like 2, because when I will pump in the morning, she will not want to eat it all. She wants the one that fresh from her mommy's
Fresh
boobs.
breast milk.
That's the one that she wants. So I'll leave work
Hmm.
at 12. I'll leave work at 12, go back to the house and come back. And there's this thing where they give nursing mothers breastfeeding hours. So I'll close work early. I'll close work at 4:30 and still go
Okay.
back to the house. The things I'll come late. I'll come to work at 10, leave
Hmm.
at 12, come back at 2, go back at 4:30.
Oh.
That's a
Whoa.
lot of back and forth. Thank God that my house is not far from my office like that. So I could really easily do that. Just think about women that cannot and they still have to. So it was very hard for me. Like I couldn't focus at work. Because this thing where when your child at home is crying, there's still something happens to your breast. It like cramps up so
Tell us
hard and
about
it's
it, mom.
painful. And it's
So when your
painful.
child is
I'll be
crying,
sitting.
you're feeling it on your breast.
Ah, I thought that was a lie. At the beginning, I
Hey.
thought it was a lie. I thought people were just were exaggerating.
Me that
You
one
see
until
that
I
you
experienced it, I won't believe it. Mm.
see.
Until I
Yeah,
experienced
I'm like
it.
I know when she's hungry or when she's crying or she's not fine because my boobs will get so hard, like a rock. Like literally, if I need to make this
Wow.
rock and it will start overflowing. So you need to run back home to feed it because it's uncomfortable. It can make you sick. Because it's so I don't know how to explain that one. That thing is different. That's
Are
why
you sure that's not more about the biology and your breast just getting full and then the baby needing to suck, or is it because the baby is hungry?
it's the same thing. Oh, because I'm in the house, I tried that theory of when she's crying and I'm in the room. You see, it's the same tingling effect. Like you know, that okay, this person
Mm.
needs to eat. That's why she's crying. You know, sometimes that's the only way they communicate. They want to eat, they'll cry so that
Yeah,
they
they
will have
cry.
their thing ready to eat. So that was that. Yeah, going back to
Wow.
the work. Going back to the
Mother's
work and
intuition, yes, that's actually
going back to
mother's
the
intuition.
work. Going back to the work, I think it was easy for me. I feel like my brain was wiped away. I feel like they formatted my mind because I don't
Hmm.
remember anything. Like borderline, I was feeling dumb. I cannot have
Hmm.
sense again. Like I feel like all my sense was withdrawn and put inside this child. All what I know, all my years of doing this tech, that it was not there again. Because they came to do something,
Hmm.
I'm that kind of how do I start? Like I feel like I was a baby, like I need to relearn how to do like this
Mm-hmm.
job that they hired me for. I need to go and train again. Like I feel like I was not
Wow.
competent anymore. I feel like I
I've
was
heard
a
a lot
fraud.
about postpartum amnesia. That is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
real
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I felt dumb. I felt like I knew nothing. Like even the files that I left before, I'm looking for a farm, that kind of I did this. I'm looking at that guy. It was very hard. It was
Wow.
very hard. It was very hard, but thank God that at the place I was, there was not so much pressure on me like that though. Until finally I started rebelling, like AJ, you cannot command me. I need to work. Mommy needs to be at work. I stopped going home at 12, at 2. I said,
Yeah.
you know what, I'll be here. If you care, if you don't eat, I'll come back. Hmm? Wait, I'll come back at 4:30 instead.
Wow.
Like I'll leave in the morning. I say, okay, I'll come back at 4:30. You'll not die. I'll come back at 4:30. You eat. That's why as I come back at the 4:30, she's like waiting for me. And I should eat until
Mm.
and just start sleeping. I should just like her night will literally start around that 5:30 because she
Mm-hmm.
has missed me so much that that's how she will eat now like a
A lot.
glutton. Eat, fall asleep, wake up, eat again. So I think I never had a lot of pressure on myself to
Okay.
start back working and doing everything. Yeah. So literally I started like cutting my time off like okay, there's
It
somebody
was
taking care of
easy
her.
for
Let me
you.
trust
You
the person
eased
taking care of her. I cannot
in.
I cannot come and kill myself. Let me just because it was making me so tired. I was so
Mm-hmm.
exhausted. Ah,
Mm-hmm.
and breastfeeding
Mm-hmm.
takes a lot like from you. Give a lot of energy to breastfeed, and that's why while with all this up and down, my breast production reduced. I was not producing as much milk again as possible, but the quality was
Mm-hmm.
not good. It was just very light. Before it would be very creamy, but now it was just very flat. It was very like transparent, basically like transparent, like a big cup of water. I added one spoon of
Mm,
milk inside. It was very clean. And it was not, of course, it will not be nutritive again for her. So I feel like that's why she even kind of or weaned herself off because it was so much pressure and everything. But at work, I was really taking it slow. Sometimes I'll come to the office, I was just watching YouTube or just be sleeping. Yeah, catching up my
wow.
sleepless nights in the office. I was not really, and maybe, and I don't know, thank God, maybe I never like my role to then was not very impactful or that kind of okay, if I'm not working, nothing will happen. And
Okay.
yeah, when I was away, they also hired somebody like to assist me work.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why I felt like okay,
So your
I'm
work
good.
environment was also good. It was a good,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
they had
I think,
made
yeah,
room
I
for.
think on that end was quite flexible. Was quite
Mhm.
flexible. It was quite
So you
flexible.
mentioned something about getting to a point where you're like, you're not going to control me. I'm going to go to work. You wait for me, whatever. So I know that a lot of women deal with mothers. They deal with this thing, and it's mom like they deal with mom guilt. They struggle with making that decision.
Yeah.
Like, should I really leave my child at home? How do I feel when I know that oh she's going to be hungry at this time? She's not going to eat the breast milk that I pumped and I left. Did you ever like struggle with mom guilt?
I don't hear you very well. What's the last thing you said?
I was asking about mom guilt. If you've ever like struggled with it, like having to leave your child, knowing fully well that she doesn't like the breast milk that you've pumped, but you made up your mind that you know what, I'm going to work. You wait. When I come back, you eat. Those kind of decisions were they tough decisions to make? How did you feel? Did you feel like, oh, I'm a bad mom? I'm not really being there for my
Ah,
child. Things like that.
a lot. All the time. Like I told you, my own postpartum experience was not like I was beating myself up a lot. I feel like I was a cause. Like she's not eating with me. Like I was not a good
You
mom.
blamed
Like if I was
yourself
more
for
present with
everything.
me, like
Mm,
with that kind of even the bottles and milk, artificial milk. With that kind of can you be giving artificial 6 months? She be
mm,
thinking of each one was going to eat.
mm, mm.
Because this career is giving me money. Or
Yeah.
also the career that it's a particular place so then I have
Hmm.
to get and I cannot get there only doing Allah. It's not the end of the world. I'm not the first bad mother I do is milk. I'm not gonna this you're saying that drink artificial milk at the end of the day. But
Hmm.
she said that mommy was not coming back at 12. She started eating the
Wow.
drinking the milk. So I used to beat myself a lot. So I felt that all the time. Like me waking up and me going to work. For me it was like an escape, basically. I was very happy going to work. Not because I wanted to work home. Because I wanted to just do something else
You
that
wanted to just
money
leave the
came.
house and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just
leave
wanted to
her
leave the house and do
there, just
something
go to a new
exactly. That's why
environment.
I work was watching YouTube. Watch Netflix. I watch Netflix and
Your
shit.
house, your office space was really like it was good for your transitioning.
Uh-uh.
It
See,
was really good.
that that was yeah,
Wow.
it was okay.
I like what you said about, you have a dream and you have like a goal and a place, a level that you wanted to get to or you want to get to in your career, and you didn't want to let the fact that you've given birth to a child stop you. And I just wanted to talk a little bit more on that, because a lot of people, they give up on their dreams. A lot of mothers give up on their dreams when they have one child. They're just like, oh no, I have to raise this child, and before the child is 2 years they have another child, so then I have two children, and then before the other one is 6 they have another one, and then it's like their lives just end there. So I can tell that you're an amazing mom. You are also very hardworking. You're doing well at your job. But how do you make it work? And how do you make sure that you are being a mom and you're being a career woman, and none of it is getting in the way of the other? And how do you keep your passion going?
Yeah. One thing that I learned to do as early as possible was just to delegate. Like I could
Mm.
weekends
Hello?
everything. I have this
Can you
friend,
hear
she does
me?
catering stuff. She was my I know, yeah, I can hear you.
You were breaking from when you said you learned how to delegate.
Okay.
We stopped hearing when you said that.
I have this friend that like does catering. So I was party. So when I ate all my money to that time. I was buying like or like it for a month or keep in my freezer.
Mm-hmm.
When I'll come back of any of this anybody at home, the person should just want the food. Anything they put in my
Mm.
cooking again. But then I cannot do that.
That's true.
Cut off completely. I cut off laundry off completely. I cut off a lot of things completely that I don't want to be bothering myself with them. And
Mm.
plus maybe I don't know really that I enjoy that much. So I just cut them off completely. I gave somebody that I trust will do it
You trust,
better
yeah.
than I would. Yes, that I'll not like any little
Yes, you are.
I'll just a message that I'm breaking. Hey, what's happening? My internet is okay, wait. So I think it will be better now. I think it will be better now.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually better now.
Okay, we're better now. So basically, oh my god, I feel like the people in the parlor are watching me. As the people that came to visit me, since they cannot talk to me, it looks like they're watching me.
Okay, they're on the live watching.
Yeah, so they're telling me that the connection was
It's
not good.
breaking.
Anyway, so oh my god, now you're making me shy. I thought it was good, I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So most of the time I was trying to outsource as much as possible and still try to understand this work thing. Because me, I was using work as recreational. I was not focusing on it as thank God for people like I was not in this kind of company that will just fire me because I was very
Mm-hmm.
fireable. I was very fireable. I was not really doing much work. But at this point, I understood how important it is to balance everything. And it
Mm-hmm.
cannot be 100, 100. It has to be maybe 20, 80 sometimes. Or you don't have, 20% is your child,
And
80%
then
is your work,
80%
and
your
other
work.
way around. You need to know
Yeah.
when to put power in certain areas and when to slow down in certain areas.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. I'm still learning how to really do that fully. But now I know that doing the week is really me, my grind. And on weekends now I'll sacrifice I'll take the time off to spend time with AG. We'll go to the
The
park,
child.
we'll go and
Yeah.
eat, we'll go somewhere or spend more time with her. If she wants me to just cut to yeah, we'll just do that the whole day on weekend. But during the week I will not really give myself that unfortunately.
Wow.
And I mean, I always say this to people that if this child grows up tomorrow, should not like this thing that if I you see how sometimes you compare our parents that mommy when Dangote was working,
Where
how
were
were you doing?
you?
Where were you? I feel like people always forget when they are there for them. I always like I don't want to be that.
Mm.
I did not go after the things that God also did my own purpose in this life. I mean, I
Your
know
own
I'm
purpose
somebody's
in
child.
life. Yes.
I'm somebody's child. I also have a purpose. So I'm not gonna what if I don't go after my own purpose now and later on it's me that's answer the question that mommy, eh, do you not no, that won't pain me. Oh. That will pain
Amelie,
me.
you're
So
breaking again.
somebody was trying to call me.
Ah,
I'm sure it'll
okay.
be
Okay,
better
it's
now.
bad.
Somebody was trying to call me.
Okay.
So that's that. At the end of the day,
Wow.
you need to like the children will not really care that okay, when you're there for me, like you're holding my recording together. They're not. Do you know all of us were cuddling with our parents? We wanted them home all the time. But that you will not really remember that about them. You remember the the things that they did. And those things that they will do for you to remember them require finances. They will not come to you free like that.
Yeah.
For you, your education, it requires you them to have a certain kind of finances to provide your education,
Yes.
the food you eat, the
Yes.
quality of the home that you are in. So certain things need to be done. So that's one thing that made me to remove the mom guilt. If I have to hire a nanny, I hire. If I have to hire house help, I hire. If I have to hire even cook, let me go and work hard to have the money to hire the cook so that I don't like you two are even comfortable inside the matter at the end of the day. So yeah, that's that. I think that's that basically. Just
That's
don't come and kill
very
yourself. Don't come and kill yourself. Ag- outsource if you can. And if you work harder, you will be able to outsource more and have more time to actually raise or spend time with your daughter.
hmm. Can you hear me?
I can't see me.
No, your camera has gone out.
Oh my god, there's somebody.
You can just leave the live and come back and see if your camera comes back on. And see if your camera comes back on. But so far, like we've been learning so much from you, and I'm happy that you said, you have a purpose as a woman, as a person, as Amelie first, before having like to take care of your child. So it's very important that you know mothers don't lose themselves in trying to raise their children. There was a movie I watched some time ago when I watched this movie. Let me add Amelie back. Oh, that's a very nice question. Shout out to my mommy. My mom is
Shout
on
out
the
to mommy
live.
S.
Happy Mother's
Happy
Day,
Mother's Day.
mommy. I'm
Thank you
going to
so
get to
much
her
for
question.
joining.
I'm going to get.
See,
She
I have
asked a
been showing
question
that
that is
so.
really interesting, and
See,
I'm going to give.
every
But I just wanted
woman.
to.
Let me answer the question, right?
Pardon?
Let me answer her question.
Pardon?
Can you hear
Okay,
me?
I was saying something before. Yeah, I was saying something before you came on. So I wanted to finish it, then go to her
Okay.
question. I was
Okay.
just trying to say that I watched this movie where there was this mother when she raised her children, she gave up on her dream of becoming a doctor. And she just gave up on so much in life trying to raise her children. And then when they were grown and everything, she was expecting so much from them, like, oh, I have to be in your house, you have to do this, you're having problems with their wives, their husbands, their children, having problems even with the way they were raising their children. Like if they're giving their children so much, it's like an issue. If they wanted to work, she's like, nah, I didn't work. Stay and take care of your child. So I really believe that it's important for you as a mom. Don't lose yourself trying to raise your kid. Outsource
Exactly.
and delegate as much as you can. Like that's really good advice. Really good advice. And don't feel bad for anything because before God was giving you that child, He said that He has a purpose for you and He will accomplish what He said He will do with you, right?
With you
So
as
don't
well,
try to be
yeah.
the God over your child's life.
Hmm. This thing that I
Trust
just said
God that He will
that
also
don't
raise,
try to be
trust
God
God that He
over
will
it,
raise
yeah.
your child.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like even this thing where you feel like you feel bad for leaving your child alone. It's not you that protects your child, oh. It's not because you're in the house
Yes.
that nothing happened to the child. And
No,
that
like,
when that thing just I think like it's not because I'm always with her that she'll grow up and she will not have and she'll be the most perfect
mm-hmm.
human being. No. You are just going to idolize
That's
that. God
God.
will show you. Please leave God's work to God's work. Like it's not your
Very soon they'll
protection,
come
it's
and
not
ask you
your
to
power.
sacrifice your child like
It is not.
Isaac.
It's not because you're always by the child is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
me when I used to have all this nanny, agent will be falling sick. I always think that is because I'm not with her. But that's a lie.
Hmm.
Because there's nothing that would have happened. What
It's
will I do
God that watches
extra?
over children.
Will
Yeah.
I come and cover that mosquito should not bite her? Will I come and be washing all? I don't know.
Hmm.
Will I? There's nothing I could do, literally. So yeah, and this thing I'm sharing now, it's not as if I had the knowledge then. No. This knowledge is coming in now, like this at this 2 years old. After 2 years, that the sense is coming. So don't
Hmm.
feel like if
But
you
you
are
see, it was
just
a journey.
don't
It was a
yeah,
process.
exactly. Don't feel like if you're at that level you should know all of this. You definitely get to know. I mean, if you join this live and you are maybe going through that or if you watch this, just know that it's for you to learn. It's for you to take the advice
Hmm.
and know that you are not alone. Don't feel like, okay, no, she's so smart. How did she? No, I did not. I did not. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was
Wow,
horrible.
that's amazing. Like me, I'm already getting myself ready for a lot of things because I don't think after listening to you like share all of these things, I don't think I would like be stressing myself over mom guilt. Oh, I'm not here for my child. Like I
Everything
know
is
I'll
a
go through my own
phase.
journey, but there are certain things that I'm picking that I know would guide me as like I go along that journey as well. So let's go to mommy's question. She said, "How do you appreciate your mom before becoming a mom, and then now after being a mom?"
See, when I look at mothers, considering my own mother, I'm that kind of how
Hello,
did you? Yeah, can you hear me?
can you start again because we didn't hear you when you started
Okay.
answering the question.
I was that kind of this question like that mommy asks is very deep because when I look at my
Mm-hmm.
mom, that kind of how did you?
Hmm.
I don't know how could you? Ha! If I ever had complaint or if I ever said anything that is not like this, I'm sorry. I
Hmm.
really appreciate every woman that is a mother. Whether you're good at it or you're not good at it, or whether you're brave. It's what I'm looking at anybody as a child, I'm that kind of wow. I appreciate that you saw nobody even claps for you. Things that okay you have is easy for you. Me like that, I'm very proud. Or look at you, I'm that kind of look at you. It's not easy. It's not even like this somebody this just me with my first child. People that have
Hmm.
five different at different levels. See some families have five, four,
Yeah.
three.
That's
How
what
did
Onela
they?
just said actually. She was saying that even your second child will be different from
Will
it.
be different.
So
You
it's
know, I'm
coming with
talking
a
like
different
this. I'm talking like
experience.
this. I might come and need to rewatch this again when I have myself. So actually see maybe
Yes, to
okay,
take your own
like
advice.
yeah, to take my own advice because it's 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 different. Like as a child, when a child is when the mother is born. As the
Mm-hmm.
second one will come, that's why you also be born. You come
I
back again
knew you
because
again.
you come back again with another knowledge to take care of that other one now.
Hmm.
And I always tell people, I always feel like children are not asked to like it is mine. It's not yours, it's God.
Hmm.
You're just a
Hmm.
vessel that brought them here. You're just a vessel that like you just like you know how Mary did her thing. Mary just said, okay, God, I'm your
Do
servant.
it
Do what
me.
go to you
Yes, do
see,
it me as
use
you
me and
please.
do whatever. You know, if it's to expand your kingdom, if it's to make use me. And that's how this motherhood thing should be. Not think the child it is mine. The child will do only what I ask them to do. There's a particular time in your life where this child
Hmm.
that you see this ages that I'm having sleeping and crying for. There was a time that she would tell me now, okay, mommy, I'm moving to Australia and
I'm done with
child.
this. Yeah.
I cannot come and be crying and say that, my child, after all I've done for you, you are going to Australia. You want to kill me. That's just me being wicked. You see, I feel like you
Hmm.
mothers, we are equipped for a particular time. You see, even like the even Jesus story. After imagine Mary going through all of these things. Imagine Mary going through all
Hmm.
of these things. Then
And
Jesus
then
saying
your
that
child
then
dying and
then Jesus they'll ask Jesus that you have left your father and your
who
mother.
is
He said
my
that who
mother?
yes, who's my mother, who's my father? Imagine your child coming to answer you that who was my mother. That no, God has called me to serve other people, that you're not my only mother. Ah, you
Hmm.
that you're overhauling that child and you will have high blood and you will just die. So
That's true.
I feel like children are
That's
not,
true.
children are just, we are just vessels to bring them here. Mothers are just,
That's
you just,
amazing.
all what you have to say is yes. What happens after, if God has not told you, don't put your hand there to stop it. Imagine
Mm-hmm.
if you are not obedient, like Mary was not obedient, maybe raising Jesus or doing whatever she was doing. That kind of, no, how can you go and be preaching? You cannot, you are my child, your father is a carpenter, you must be a carpenter like your father.
Go and be a carpenter too.
Which
Yeah.
one is that you have to do public speaking, preaching? Well, no, 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 sit in the house. You must look up
Mm.
and follow your father to work. Imagine, you will not even be here today. So certain things that with this, please just don't put your heart there like that too much. All you have to do is just pray that God, show me what I have to do. Show me what I have to do. Am I doing okay? What is it that this person needs to hear through me? Because you put me in a position that I can have the power to speak over their lives. So what is it that I'm to speak over their life and it has to come to pass? What is it? That's all you need to be bothered about. Not that I need to be at home with my children, or if I'm not at home, the thief will come and carry them. No, they will be sick. Mm-mm. Pray. Even if you cannot get to your children, pray. All that time I used to be crying and worried that what's AG doing now? I should have been praying, be worshiping and thanking God that she's alive. Like, instead of
Mm.
worrying that will not help you anyways. Yeah. So what question was there again? Like, yeah, so I appreciate every mother. Every mother now is a superhero, is a star. In fact, if you're here, buy your mother a car today. Build your mother that house today. They deserve all that. They deserve all. And you see, most of our mothers even give up on themselves. It does even they give up on themselves, give up on their dreams, give up on their ambition. I see how some children now still have the guts to tell the mother that, look at you, you are not even doing this, you're not even doing that, or you did not do this for me.
True.
Like, you did not even do this for me. Other mothers did that for them. Like, see, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. Like, God, please.
So even as children now, we should appreciate our parents, our
Yeah, we should
mom.
appreciate a lot. Let me the sacrifice of them. Like,
Yes.
and it was also new to them. Nobody taught them. When I look at
Mm-hmm.
mothers, up to now, they're still figuring maybe how to parent us at our age.
At
Do
this
you know that?
age,
At
yes,
this age, they're still looking for
yes.
how to still have a good relationship at this age. Because don't think that, okay, no, my child, my picking home big. That's a lie.
No.
They are still looking for
Mm.
ways to keep the bond with you, making sure that, okay, you're not still going astray or you're still their own or something. It's not so easy. Up to
Yeah.
now, they're still battling that. So, guy, please, so Mother's Day, see, is important. See, wish your mother, that make her feel good. Make her feel at least you're appreciating her efforts or
Mm.
appreciating her prayers, appreciating her guidance, because she's the one that guided you to be where you are right now. Whether
Yes.
you acknowledge it or not, it's actually through her that you were. So please,
Wow.
please
So
show love to mothers, show love to your mommies. If you want to say I'm wearing a word, please go and call her now and just say, Mommy, how are you? Please just check on your
yeah,
mommies.
we are rounding up with the life. It has been amazing. Like this life was packed. Like the way I'm excited. I'm so happy because this life was packed.
Yole, you have
Like
a message. Mommy is waiting for
I
her
know you've been waiting
Lamborghini.
for my Lamborghini. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Like this live session, it was so packed and I've learned so much. I'm just happy because I know that there are people on this life who are learning now, and this video is going to be on YouTube forever, or for as long as God wants it to be there, and more people will come to watch and just learn and be partakers of everything that you've shared here with us today. So
Yeah.
it's just amazing. Two things I want to point out before I ask you the last question is: number one, mothers, don't be obsessive over your children. Don't idolize motherhood. Don't idolize your children. Yes, God has given you, it's a precious thing because you see, even the experiences we were narrating at the beginning, how when they put your child on your bare chest, it was, you felt that connection. It's a beautiful feeling. Motherhood is a beautiful feeling, but don't be obsessed with it and don't idolize it. Don't try to manipulate your child. Faith said something earlier. She was like, all of these things will end up leading to manipulation when you idolize your child
Yep.
so much, and then it gets to a point you feel like your child has to do everything that you want them to do. Please, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I
I feel
can
like I
hear
was
you.
breaking.
You froze for a bit, but it's fine.
Okay, so don't idolize your children. Just lead them the way God leads you to lead them. And children, be appreciative of your mothers.
Mm.
Like they go through so much.
And someone that
The
can even
least you
share
can
with
do
you.
is just to say
Someone
thank
that can
you.
even embarrass you, share with you. Like, I think that I actually asked my
You
mom, but I
you
think that she
see?
can't even remember. She's that kind of a. If you want to
Hmm.
focus on that kind of thing, means that it's too much of a burden to carry itself. So God just takes care
Hmm.
of that part. Because after I was her own, like tell me, she's like she can't even remember. She was just thinking that
Hmm.
I can't even remember. Because that's how you do it when you're having us. I can't even remember. Just what I remember, people just need to help me. That's the only thing she would tell me. It was all the details. Because imagine people going through
And
this where it's a lot, man.
you see, at that time too, they didn't have this culture of speaking up and sharing
Mm,
experiences. They had
exactly.
this, oh, bottle it up, deal with it. You're a woman,
Exactly.
you're born for this, and
Exactly.
just trying to
Oh,
wrap up everything. But we are
exactly.
grateful
And you
that,
want to
like,
even
in
see
our
that even the
times,
men never had a lot of knowledge. So imagine things that now
yes,
there's called postpartum depression. Before that, they'll tell you you're
yeah, they
rich.
didn't
How do you
even
want
know
to kill
about
your own
it. Like,
child? How do you want to slap your own child? You're rich. You see, and it will cause even and that
yeah,
particular phase even for people that are married, it causes a lot of problems between both of you.
in the marriage at
Like
itself.
hmm,
Hmm.
you see
I
beautiful
think
marriage
we need
people will spend
to
15 years dating, people are fine. You can't just your one
come
year
and have a child.
of having the raise a child, you have all the problems that you have not had in 2000 years.
Hmm.
With that kind of a
I think
when people is still dating.
we need to do a part two of this conversation, but now direct it towards the effect on marriage, because I feel like that's a whole thing on its own. A whole
That one,
thing.
you
Like,
should just
let's just
grab your
focus on
tissues.
the
Grab your tissues,
motherhood
come
and
and cry.
career. Oh, I'll be looking forward to having you again to actually like that delve into that, like how motherhood affects the marriage. Like,
Yeah.
see, these are things that people are going through, and like you said, not everybody can talk. Not everybody can be this open to say, oh, this is what I'm going through and this is what I'm going through. But if they hear you come out and be a voice and like, oh, I've been through this and this is what I did and I succeeded, I'm still married, I'm going on, like, it's working for me, and they hear you, they can learn from you and also implement it in their own marriages. So it's like a very important conversation, a very, very important conversation. So Marlene, thanks for the compliment. Thank
Darling,
you so much. Kate, I'm happy that
thank
you're
you,
happy you
Kate.
joined.
We are very
Thank you
grateful
so
that you
much. You were
joined,
you
that
were
you
very
enjoyed.
engaging too.
Thank you,
Thank you
everybody
very
that joined.
much.
So we are very
Thank you,
grateful.
everybody.
That commented, that learned, even those that did not comment, but that learned
Yes.
a lot. Thank you. God bless you. God
Okay.
bless you. God bless you.
So right now we are actually um
Oh, thank you,
mommy
mommy.
says thank you for being there for the still to be moms like me. Thank you for sharing your experience. So, before we wrap up, this is the last thing. Amelie, thank you so much for coming here and sharing your experiences. Everybody in the comment section is also telling you thank you. Like, it's a very brave thing for you to do. Not everybody can come and say, "Oh, when I gave birth to my child, there were times when I felt like she was annoying. I wanted to slap her." Not everybody can come and say that, you know. So thank you for being vulnerable with us. Thank you for letting us in so that we can learn from your experiences and be better prepared for when we are going through those same things. Thank you so much for honoring my invitation and being here despite the things that were going on in your life. You even have guests in your house right now, but you're on this live. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate you so
So I had a
much.
great time. Thank you for being
If
a
you're on
good
my live,
host with the juicy questions.
thank you. If you're on my last live, the one I did on friendships, I was talking about my amazing friends. Amelie is like one of those very, very, very amazing friends, and I'm so happy that I get to do this with people that I love, people that, you know, have been with me on my journey. I've been with them on their journey. It's just amazing to see us here now having these conversations. Like, she's a whole mother to my goddaughter. Like, it's
I
it's
still
it's,
remember
it's
when I
just
told
so
Yole that I was
exciting to
pregnant.
process. Like,
Yole just started
everything has
bursting in
happened.
prayers. Ah, friends like Yole. Yole started, but I'm sure I have a recording of our chat. Yole started
Over.
praying. Ah, so I started crying. I was like, oh my god. Ah, friends are
Oh,
outside here. It was a very, 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 very beautiful moment because at that time I was like, I don't even know where to start from. Then you see how Yole is just like, ah, pray every time checking on me. Okay, send me pictures, send me progress. How far? Oh ho
hmm.
ho. Ah ha ha ah. I think that's
We
one
thank
one of
God.
the highlights of this friendship that I'll not forget anytime soon. I mean, there are other
Yeah.
things again, but that one was very
That
beautiful.
was it. It was a process, and it was just new to us. It was different. It was not about
Yeah, it was
boyfriends,
new. It was just when I
friends.
was
It
like,
was just
ah,
like
oh
a
my
whole
god.
different thing, and it
Yeah,
was
we like how are
amazing.
we small girls now trying to be mothers.
Talk about having a child, giving birth. Like, I remember when you went to the hospital, and I'm calling Binel. Ah, what's happening? I'm not hearing from you people. Oh, no, but we thank
Yeah,
God that 2 years down the line, this is us having this conversation. God has been so
right.
faithful.
Hmm.
God has been so good.
Maybe you remember when I just
Um,
had AG and I used to be calling you and telling you that no, like I couldn't even talk to you. Even on the phone, you couldn't have
I
a
mean, it was
conversation for like
just
one
ghost
minute.
people for like 1 week. You're
I was just
trying
kind
to
of like,
get
you're like, you know what,
her.
this friendship can wait. Please just stand. I'm very grateful for her. Like during that time, you saw one of the people too that I was giving them bad behavior. Like
Oh,
without even reason. Now let me explain. So, but she was still there. She was still carrying. Ah, where's AG? She'll call, be smiling, send me pictures now. Was trying to wanting to video call, wanting to call, wanting to check in. Like,
we thank God.
mm,
We really thank God. So Amelie, before we end, like, your last, give us your final words for us on this live. Any
yeah.
last thing you like to say, like a take home message from everything that we've discussed.
Hmm. Okay, the only thing I would like to share with everybody watching this or everybody watching later is everybody's journey is different. Like sometimes
Hmm.
just take your time, like breathe in, breathe out. I know how it's difficult. You feel like you're forgotten everything, you feel like you're alone or you cannot, and some people don't are not even blessed to having people around them that they can share the same experience with. Like someone like me, in my friend group, I was like the only person that has a child. Up to now, still I'm the only person that has a child with all my friends. So there was not that immediate friend that could just that could really relate to the thoughts of what I'm talking about. They would just sympathize, like okay, no, Asha, it's okay. So but just hang on something, look for a strong anchor. I feel like there was a reason why I never had the people around me to guide me through this because there's something I had to learn on my own. There's something I had to learn on my own and yeah, I feel you just need to just hang yourself on God. If that's the anchor I'm talking about here. Know God and you see all these scriptures that you're learning now, all these things that you know now, don't forget, write them down. If during that time, if you feel like, okay, you feel like you've lost yourself or you're losing yourself, go through your journals, go through your pictures, go through your notes app to try to understand, like, okay, all of me is not lost. These are the promises that God told me
God's made,
so
yeah.
and so time. I don't forget so quick what He has done. Or don't forget so quick what He has done to you because, okay, I'm so stressed, I'm so this. No. Don't worship that tiredness. The worry. Don't worry too much. That turns you worshiping the
Hmm.
worry. Don't do that. Go back. Like if something I have to tell myself back then, I'll say that now. Mm-mm. You're spending too much time crying. You're spending too much time feeling bad about yourself. There's nothing to feel bad about yourself. There is nothing wrong with you. It's a normal process. Yours is different. If everybody's and our experiences are not for ourselves, it's always for other people to learn. Maybe somebody that you're going through this because somebody has to learn from this. You're going through this because God wants to show off. He's doing
Hmm.
something. He's doing something. So calm down, submit, and just go. And just go with whatever God is telling you to do. Okay, you have a child. Okay, God, am I giving up? In some cases, not all the cases that in your career you must continue your career. Some cases you have to actually stop. And it's
Yes.
not for a bad reason. Maybe God now is calling you maybe to be an entrepreneur, to maybe make kids books, to make or you're something good you're doing for your child. That God said, okay, this thing that you're doing so good. You need to commercialize it. Other kids need to enjoy what you're doing. It's not always that okay, you need to continue be push. Don't push something that I don't know how to even put don't push something that is not meant to remove. If that's the end of it, if that's the end of it, that's the end. You ask God, "Ah, okay, this career thing is not more working for me, or let's say maybe you even lose your job. It's not for me. What am I supposed to do? Maybe say you're a good caregiver, you take good care of your children or of
Mm-hmm.
your child. You can even extend maybe your sister can come and drop her child at your own place, you're good at it. Think that God, these people are coming, you cannot just make this corner of my house like daycare and tell my friends that okay, they can drop their kids here. I look
Yeah,
for
now
those
watch over
opportunities or
them.
those things that you're good at, that
Hmm.
you're thriving in during that time and
Wow.
bank on it. It must not be career or career like that is because us there's some way that I'm also going
It's
to.
your own path.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's my own part. If at any point or any time I've reached that point and God tells me to stop, be at home with your children, that's what I'll do. I might not like.
Hmm.
I'm just saying this because tomorrow it's gonna be I'm not a career again. So I should not making career video. This life eh. No. If tomorrow I'm not in career, God has
Hmm.
directed me to something else. If it's to
I
sell
love
baby
that.
clothes, I'll sell it. If it's to,
I
if
love
it's to, if
that.
it's to make child, as since I can design. If it's that design coloring book for children, I will design a coloring book for children and print it and sell. If that's something that
Mm-hmm.
God has asked me to do. So there's never one ending part to it. Some people say after their 4 children, they get back to careers, they ace. Some people leave
Yes.
careers to go to entrepreneurs and stay at home moms and are really great at it because it's a purpose. You see, most of them maybe having YouTube videos sharing their journey that was their purpose. Imagine they would have not be able to share their purpose if that careers. You see amazing people like that's why me I even learn most of these things. I know I'm not alone because I'll go on YouTube and I'll see 1,000 moms sharing their lives. I'm like, oh my
Different
god, this is how they
lives.
doing it. Different from different backgrounds, they're wealthy to the average class to everybody sharing. I'm like, okay. So if they were not able to impact my life if they had a career, a 9 to 5, they will not be able to vlog their day. But now they're at home, they're able to vlog their day, vlog their time, and it's really changing my own perspective on motherhood.
Hmm.
So yeah, so with this thing be flexible. There's no one way. It's not because I must not be very hardworking. There's one thing that I don't know, feel like as as a mom, you be superhero, that kind of all the work. Yes, I can do it. Career. I'll have a 9 to 5. I'll start a cooking show. I'll bake cookies for my children. No, do what you can. Don't lie to yourself. There's no award for being the hardest working mother. I think
Hmm.
your child will forget. And people don't remember it's your husband, your friends, and every other person else that is being
You're
affected.
neglecting.
Your child will
Mm-hmm.
forget. Your husband will not forget that you were nagging him
You
or
neglected
that you
him.
have changed. You will not
Yes.
forget. And there will be a time when it's only you and your husband will be in the house. Your children will go to university.
Hmm.
It's only you, and that's the time that you will restart again. If you are not if you are not
Hmm.
if you're maybe unlucky, you might even have gone or something. But that's not what I wish for anybody here. But yeah, so take
Amazing.
breathe, breathe. It's not life is not that hard. Breathe, and trust
Hmm.
God. Trust God though. Like I'm talking to myself now like this, because even now like this, I'm still feeling. I will still feel that should I go? Should I do this? I don't know. I just breathe and trust Like this
God.
Sila just made me remember where I'm coming from. And I just said, I can only trust the process. I can only trust God in this thing that I'm doing. So trust God as you are walking. Calm down.
Amazing.
You're doing fine. You're doing amazing. The child you have the child in your hand or whatever. The fact that you're even able to conceive and have the baby, you're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. Even if it's your mother
Amazing.
that's taking care of your child, or even if you have to travel and go to America and it's a child, it's your mother's raised a child, it's okay. You are doing well. Don't go to America and be crying that I wish I was a better mom. You are a better mom. Go and do what you have to do. So yeah, that's what I
Hmm.
think. But I'll tell anybody just
Thank you so much.
breathe in, breathe out, enjoy life. Find time to
Thank you
enjoy
so
life.
much.
Find time to enjoy life.
Wow, this has been amazing. So for me, a few take home points is number one, accept those changes that come with motherhood because changes are
Oh,
coming.
definitely.
So
Ah,
accept the changes that come with motherhood.
definitely.
Secondly, everybody's journey is different, so don't compare yourself to other people. Like you can learn a thing or two from what one person goes through, but that doesn't have to be your story. And if your story is different, it doesn't make you bad, it doesn't make you worse, it doesn't even make you better. Your story is just different. Thirdly, trust God to raise your child for you. Trust God to take you through the whole process because it's your first time being a mother. You know, allow God take you through everything from
Oh
the
God.
conception till the day you die because it's a lifelong journey. That's what motherhood is. So just trust God that okay, He's going to see me through from He gave me this baby, He would see me through to the very end. And lastly, when we talk about purpose, being a career woman and then being a mother, not everybody's path is going to be, oh, I have a child, but I'll still go back to work and I'll be a career woman and things like that. No, the idea is don't lose purpose, don't lose yourself. Because
Mm,
for some people, they might
use
have to let go
purpose.
of the job to follow purpose because that job in that season is not for them. So if you're a new mom and realize that okay, I can't get back to work, it's not a problem as long as you haven't lost yourself and you haven't lost your purpose. If you're a new mom and you feel like okay, I need to get back to work, amazing. As long as it's in line with your purpose and you haven't lost yourself, then you are good. So we are bringing this life to an end. Like, see, I'm excited. And one person that I can't hide how I feel. I'm so happy that we were able to do this live. The life has even exceeded my expectations. Amelie, you've been a wonderful guest on this
Thank
live
you
session
very
today.
much.
You shared so much with us. I appreciate you. We all appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you to your husband and my goddaughter for letting us have you for this minute. Give them our love, our appreciation, and everything. To everybody who was here live watching, thank you so much. To everybody who left a comment, we appreciate you because it was very engaging. Like, we were not just talking to ourselves, we were getting feedback from you, and it made it such an awesome experience. So thank you so much for joining this live session. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, now will be a good time to click on the subscribe button. For as long as God permits, every Sunday we'll be coming on live here to talk about one life issue or the other. Like I said at the beginning of this live, this channel is about intentionally living. So anything that um has to do with intentionally living, we are going to be talking about it on this channel. So do well to subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any video that we upload.
You're like that telling that mommy has
Um,
asked another question.
what has mommy asked?
Mommy asked when is the next baby coming?
That one is for Amelie. Amelie go answer in her DM. Mommy, please, Amelie will come answer that one in your DM. I've never seen the question. Amelie, wait, baby, and thanks so much for being there. Wait, I've not seen it. I didn't see the question. I'm a leader one there. You can answer her in your DM.
No, the baby will come when God will send it.
Amen. Amen.
It will come
All right,
very soon.
guys. I don't want to end
Or
this
whenever.
live. I can see that we are still chatting in the comment section, but
See, please, you have any question, ask so. I don't know, can you catch your life before you post it online?
yes.
Then you'll catch from the part that you're doing, oh yeah, thank you for watching, oh yeah, subscribe, you'll get it from
Okay, if
there.
anybody has any question, we'll just leave
Anyone
it to
has any
like
question,
the
they
next
can
3 minutes.
ask
Anybody that wants to
before
say
we
anything, just ask.
before we go.
If not, we wrap it up. But wait, before we even go, while waiting for the questions, Happy Mother's Day,
Oh,
fam, to all the
thank you.
mothers.
What
Happy
else in
Mother's
Cameroon is
Day.
when again? The last Sunday of May.
I know that we have
Thank
about
you.
three Mother's Days that we
See,
celebrate
see,
every
as you enter
year.
May, just know that every Sunday is Mother's Day somewhere. Oh, oh. Is it me or is your leg? Okay.
I'm going to celebrate every
Nathan, you're asking how
single.
to become a designer in a mommy. I cannot
Oh,
tell you how to become a designer in a mommy life. I'll ask you
oh.
that, okay, I cannot teach you design now. Please just go.
So it has been very nice having everybody in this live. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
We love you,
joining.
all the moms. We love you.
Love you
Sorry, I've
so
remembered
so
another thing
much.
that I want to share. So today,
What's
there's someone
that?
in church. It really made me understand that women are unique, amazing, and awesome. And this is just a message for to be moms, to be wives, and anybody who is in a waiting season for marriage or for children, especially for the women. Don't feel the need to have to chase a man. Don't feel the need to have to impress a man. Don't feel the need to have to
Mm,
make a man see your worth. Because according to what the Bible says about you, a woman, you are everything and more. As long as you're that good woman, any man that is for you will have the eyes to see.
to
So
see
every
you.
woman in waiting, be encouraged. You're amazing. Just keep building a relationship with God and working on yourself to be that amazing wife and the amazing mother that you've
Hey,
been called to be. Don't pressure yourself, okay? You'll be fine. Don't beg any man to marry you or to have a child with you.
pressure
God's time
yourself.
is the
Oh.
best.
Small,
And
small.
yeah. Happy Mother's Day, guys. Mwah, 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 mwah.
True, divine. Thank you for sharing that. That's so true. Look up to God for the upbringing of your children. Not on society, not on anything. God first.
Yes. Yes.
God,
Yes.
thank you, thank
Yes.
you for that.
Okay, then. I'm going to end this live here. Remember to subscribe, 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 subscribe,
Subscribe to
subscribe,
intentionally
subscribe,
yole,
subscribe,
because there'll be
and
many
share the
more
link
lives like
to.
this every Sunday.
Yes, yes,
Every
yes, yes,
Sunday.
yes. All right, guys.
So if you enjoyed it,
Bye.
share with your friends next time, or share the replay. Let people know. Don't just be selfish. Bless somebody. If you know your friend that is pregnant or having a baby and you want her to feel a certain kind of way, please share this with her. Share this with the husband or anything. Just share it. I'm sure there'll be a replay. I'm sure they will share the link. So yeah.
Hi, Sister Vivian. Sister Divine. Sister Divine is on the live. Sister Divine, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining the live. All right, we're gonna end the live here. Thank you guys so much.
Right,
Like I'm still
right.
wondering why people are still on the live.
I don't understand. I
Because
thought that
normally
by the
when
time
the
we close,
live
people
is
just start
over,
evaporating.
people like start leaving, but I'm still seeing people. Anyways, we're going to end it here. Thank you guys so
Bye.
much.
Bye. You'll see
Bye.
you in your DMs.
Bye. Immediately. I'ma call you. All right.
Yeah,
Bye
yeah.
guys.
Bye. Thank you. Oops. I can leave, right?